Hey everybody. Detective Pikachu was directed by Rob Letterman and stars Justice Smith and Ryan Reynolds as the voice of Pikachu. And it's about Justice Smith's character's father is a detective who's gone missing in Rhyme City, so he has to go and try to find him with the help of Pikachu. And Justice Smith and Pikachu can understand each other, so they kind of go from there, and that's what the movie is generally about. Now, right off the bat, the best part of the movie is Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. He brings all the humor to the movie, at least all the good humor to the movie, and he's just a delight to watch the entire time. Luckily, he's in a fairly good amount of the movie, and he's the best part, easily. Another good aspect of the movie is that Rhyme City feels very, very lived in. It makes sense the way they've set it up, where Pokemon and humans have always existed together. I'm glad they did that and didn't do something where they come out of a portal and it's a fish out of water story like like we've seen a million times before. And another movie is getting a lot of flack for that in their trailer, if you guys know what I'm talking about, a certain blue hedgehog. Yikes. But it works. Now, I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. I've never really been super interested in them. I know a handful of the Pokemon's names, and I used to watch some of the cartoon when I was a lot younger, but to be honest, I'm really just a casual viewer going into this. So I'm not a diehard fan. I'm not even a very big fan of Pokemon, but I was very interested in seeing this movie. And it's entertaining. Overall, it's an entertaining movie. I enjoyed it. There are certain parts that are a little silly, like the human characters are very dry, to be honest, and underwritten for the most part. I really did like that they had Ken Watanabe in there, because I really like him and everything he's done. I like that Bill Nye was in there, because I'm a huge fan of his, and I'll watch basically anything he's in. Now, for the more negative parts of the movie, I'd say that overall the movie's kind of silly for the most part, and it's definitely more aimed towards kids and or diehard fans of the show, the game, the cards, or whatever. I think that a lot of the mystery part of it was very, very easy for the characters, because everything ends up being an exposition dump from characters that they're stumbling upon, and they just give them all this information and they don't really have to work for it, which I can see why they did that. They didn't want to make it something like Seven, because that'd be way too intense for a kid's film, but for the most part, it is enjoyable, and I think that if you take your kids to go see it, they're going to really enjoy it. I think that adults that aren't interested probably shouldn't go see it, but if you are generally interested, I would recommend it. I think it's a solid movie. I think it's enjoyable. And as an overall rating, I would give it a 7.0 out of 10. But let me know what you thought about it. Like and subscribe. And I'll be back with another video later in the week.